barrier. When one comes up to the fence line to lay out, it looks up first. It appears to have a roof over its head, so it chooses not to jump out. This is how I keep them in here. Paula. Now, if you look back to that left-hand feeding trough, just beyond it to the right of it are some tan animals. They have very fine lines. I'll be showing you another type of zebra later on, which has the more broad stripes. These have great big round Mickey Mouse ears, which rotate about 180 degrees independently of each other. This is typical ear structure of the prey animal. They need to be able to hear all around themselves in case something's sneaking up on them. The predator's ear structure, on the other hand, such as a lion, tiger, or your house cat, they too have flexible ears, but there's a definite forward bias. This gives them stereophonic hearing, and it allows them to kick and bite the other animals. So in order to protect the rest of our animal collection, we gave the zebra their own enclosure, and here they kick and bite each other to the heart's content, and everybody else is safe.
Hey, Ben.
Now on the right-hand side we have the Asian plains, and we're going to see some little tan animals, which are called Persian gazelles. The Persian gazelle adult weighs about 40. 10 years later, in 1972, when we started up here, we wanted to join in with that effort, so we obtained 6 animals from that Phoenix program. But that same year, in 1972, reports did indicate that the Arabian oryx was no longer found in the wild. But from that original 6, we've had over 200 born here, and we've already begun that second phase of reintroduction. We have already reintroduced 40 Arabian oryx back into Oman, its native homeland, and they're now in their 4th generation. As you know, are very damp, humid climates. The okapi have an interesting adaptation to that sort of environment. Now, their coat looks like velvet. That's what it feels like. They're very soft. But if you ever touch one, there will be an oily residue left behind on your fingers. You see, these have an oily secretion over their coat, which acts as a natural waterproofing for them. So they're very well adapted to that rainforest climate.
There. Where's Grandpa? You want to feed him, sweetie? Watch out, he's gonna...
Can you say hi, Bruce? Say hi, Bruce. Hi, Bruce. Could you just say hello? Hello. Say it again. Say hello. Hello. Very good. You got some help. It gets even better. He gets help from Lolita. She's a yellow-naped Amazon parrot, and she's waiting in the back. So how about if you give her a call? Hey, come here. Hey, come here. If either one of these two birds do anything at all that you like, please do not be afraid to applaud for them, because they do know what it means. It lets them know that they're doing a good job. There's Miss Gabrielle Bouet. She has Lolita. Could you ever say hello to everybody?
Oh, sure. Say hello.
Hello. Hello.
All right.
Hello.
Excellent.
Hello. Hello.
That's great. Okay, now that she's done saying...
Hello.
Okay, now that she's
Hello.
finished...
Hello. Hello.
What are you doing?
Hello.
You said everybody.
Not one at a time. We're going to introduce them by their names, too. Lolita gets to go first.
All right. What's your name?
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. And it's your turn, Brucey. What's your name?
What's your name?
I'm asking you. What's yours?
My name is Bruce Daniel.
All right. Both Lolita and Bruce have some sounds they've been working on. His first one he'd like to show you is his impression of a barnyard chicken. That He also does the sound of a little... It's a Rottweiler. His last animal sound, the beautiful song of a sparrow. Keep going. One more.
That was beautiful. It really was, don't you? Okay, here we go. Okay, girl. Isn't that pretty? Second verse.
How many verses are there?
56.
I don't think we have time for that many verses.
Okay, last one. That a girl.
Gee, that was beautiful.
Well, thank you. I knew you'd love it.
If she got to sing, can he sing his new song?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, it's a new song. He only has the first few notes down. Did you want to try your new song? All right, here we go. Can you sing? La la la. Sing. La la la.
That song.
Hey.
To stretch out his vocal cords. So go ahead and warm up. One more, Poncho. Attaboy. All warmed up and ready to go. His first song comes from the musical South Pacific. It's Valley High. That's it, short but sweet. This next song is the one that made him famous. It's dedicated to any one of you who have ever been to San Francisco. Let's try it again. Ooh. Hey, Poncho, what would you say if you saw a bird flying over? How about another warm-up? And a high one. That a boy. Good job, Poncho. His last song is definitely my favorite because of the way he rolls his R's. The name of the song is Springtime in the Rockies. Very nice, Poncho. Now say goodbye. 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 And that's Poncho.
The stump. These birds can be found nesting at very high altitudes, usually between 4,000 and 12,000 feet. And they're one of the few vultures in the world that have all these extra feathers that roll up the backs of their necks, like you can see right there on Clarence, and also that run down their legs. Scientists believe that that's a specialized adaptation to help protect the cinereous vulture from the cold temperatures at the altitudes where they live. Also, these birds are sometimes referred to as the European black vulture. This is the largest vulture found in the Old World. What Old World means is the European, Asian, and African areas. And what you'll find is that Old World vultures like Clarence are actually quite a bit different from New World vultures. Is that Old World vultures like Clarence have stronger beaks and talons that are more designed for carrying. By the way, everything you see him doing out here is natural, except for one thing. This is the only thing we had to show him how to do to bring him out here on stage. Okay, so anybody can do this with him. Hey, are you ready? Want to show off? Yeah? Okay, you take your finger, you point to that stump. You'll see the hand signal. Hello. You'll see the hand signal. He'll jump down, rush right over there, and he'll jump on the stump. Okay, but everything else is natural. For example, the way he can skip when he runs. I'm going to catch you when you run. Right there. Right there. The other natural thing is that he walks like Groucho Marx. Right? What he likes to do the most, though, is show everybody what a great catch he is, so we're going to let him do that right now. Okay, you hear that? The big grand finale. Okay, there's a little treat for you. Why don't you go down there and wait on that stump? What we'll do is we'll leave Clarence on that side of the stage. While he's waiting on the stump, I'll walk down to that end. We'll take a little piece of meat. We're going to throw it in the air. He's going to come running across and catch it. Okay, this is for you, for being a good boy. Ooh, that's mine. That's mine. Are you staring there? This part shows total training control because he waits on the stump until you tell him to jump down. It's the best part of the whole show. So while he's waiting on that stump, all right, Clarence, if you're ready, it's time for the big catch. Here he comes. Here's the toss, and catch it, Clarence! What a catch! First down. Once again, his name is Clarence. He's a cinereous vulture.
Australia is the home of many beautiful birds, and one of our favorites is the rose-breasted cockatoo. These little pink and gray birds are known to fly in huge flocks that are actually called colonies. And these colonies can sometimes number well over 200 birds. Now, we don't have quite that many here, but we do have a few, and we'd like to demonstrate the grace and intelligence of these little birds. But for this, I'm going to need a lucky volunteer. This is really fun. You don't actually have to come down on stage. It's just important that you like birds and you have some paper money. All the hands start dropping. Oh, there's some money over there. What you got there? $1. My lucky day. Why don't you go ahead and stand up with that $1? What you're going to need to do is fold it in half and in half again. Now one more time the other way so you make a little square out of it. Perfect. That's it. And now you just need to hold it between your thumb and forefinger of your right hand, straight out to the side, just like this. Nice and straight. You look very skeptical about this. Go ahead and hold your arms straight out like that. That's perfect. Wonderful, but you have to smile. That's real important. There you go. Everyone else will want to watch the top of our 100-foot pole because here comes Yo-Yo. Come on out, Yo. There's some money out here. Here she comes. This bird can really fly. Watch that corner. Atta girl, now right to it. Pick it up and bring it to me. Put it in my pocket. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. Nice. Was that fun? You want to do it again? Okay, get out more money. He really is. This is great. Actually, I tell you what, how about I send the money back with Yo-Yo that you already gave me? Oh, he's going through his dollars. Or you have 20, we'll do it again. Yeah. I'll just return this one to you. How does that sound? Oh, come on, stand up. This is the best part. All right. It's a little different. You need your left arm out. Yeah. And your right one, too. Very nice. Flap real hard. If you can fly down here, you can have it back. He thought about flapping, but didn't do it. Not for a one, huh? Actually, it's just your right hand out, palm flat. You're going to set it right in the center of your hand. Thanks so much for volunteering. These little birds can also talk. Will you say, how are you? I'm just fine. Take that money all the way to our volunteer. Put it in his hand and come on home. That's Yo-Yo, our rose-breasted cockatoo.
We're extremely
the next bird that we're going to bring out and present to you all. His name is Maxwell, and Maxwell is an emu from Australia. He'll be making his grand entrance from the right side of our stage, and here he is. We received Maxwell about 15 years ago from the San Diego Zoo where he was hatched, and in these 15 years, we have been training this bird with a technique called the positive reward system. What we thought we'd do for you today is let him know that he has done something correctly. Next, I'll send him to the other side of the stage using a secret emu hand signal. Secret only to Maxwell. He sees the hand signal, he knows what to do. He'll turn on a dime and dash on over. He's dashing now. As soon as he gets there, Kent and his infinite training wisdom knows to reward Maxwell for a job well done. Kent might even pat him on the back for more encouragement. And if you listen real close, you might even hear some verbal praise. Another hand signal is then administered, this time pointing towards me. Maxwell sees the sign, he knows what to do. He'll turn on a dime and race on back. Just look at him go. As soon as he gets here, the whole process will be repeated. This is the positive.
Jenny, which is the song to play back for the first
You can hardly see him back in the shadows. Yeah, a little better.
Look, Gabby, look how big their pants are.
And the gorilla's handprint. Is it hot? Yeah. And there's David trying to put his hand down there. Beth's trying to put it. Just a minute. Do it again. Beth's trying to put her foot up in the footprint. Yeah. There's David putting his up there. And there's Granny and Diane, and Robert and the twins. Watching the gorillas. And Beth's running in circles around me. You can hear her footprints, her foot falls as she runs around. There she goes.
Skin is very sensitive, even though it's about an inch to an inch and a half thick throughout most of their body. And I think it's going to get us started here with a little demonstration of her coordination here. On a waltz. Good girl, Josh. Elephants have excellent sure-footedness and balance. Because of that, they've been used in the logging industry for thousands of years. And it's going to have her do a lean in here. It's going to do a real quick check behind the ears right here. Like I said, their skin is about an inch to an inch and a half thick throughout most of their body, but it isn't that thick behind the ears. You can see those very large veins going through the ears there. Well, we can draw blood from those veins.
How do I make it go closer?
Up here. I think this is going closer?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you do it this way and it makes it go wider away. He's laying down, Beth.
This is called a stretch behavior. This is another behavior, a husbandry behavior, just like the last one we just showed you. That allows us to clean off Cha-Cha's back.
So now give me my treat.
Alright, Bill, we're going to do perfect contact next. Alrighty, we're going to do one more husbandry behavior, I think, here real quick. We're going to take Cha-Cha over to this wall that you see on the left side of the arena here. You can see that window cut out on the wall over there. We do elephant pedicures there. Yeah. Cha-Cha knows exactly what to do when she gets over there. Elephants walk about 20 to 30 miles every day in search of food when they're out in the wild, but they don't do those really long walks here since the food is provided for them rather easily. So we need to file down their toenails and trim their foot pads on the bottom of their feet. Make sure that their toenails don't get too overgrown. Make sure that their foot pads don't get any cracks in them.
I'll be right here.
Okay. Watch out, Betsy. You're getting in the camera. Beth, I can only see your head. Move. Beth.
Her head's really good there with this parallel parking.
And now she's ready for her balance beam.
Okay, she checks out. She's going to head across the balance beam in the center of the ring there. Now you notice that she'll be touching a trunk periodically as she's crossing it. She can't see that well below her, and the beam is narrower than her feet, so she needs to know exactly where to put her next foot.
No.
Beth, stop it. Beth.
She's going to do a little showing off as well. You can imagine they would hurt themselves quite a bit falling even a very short distance, so it's essential to have that balance if they are going to survive. Yep, she did a really good job, so she's going to get a nice big chunk of stuff right there.
The whole thing.
Chomp that away. And you can see she's chewing her food. She doesn't just swallow it whole. You can't see her teeth though. They're buried pretty back far in her mouth. She has 4 teeth though. Two molars on the top and 2 on the bottom. They're all about the size of a brick. Yeah, she goes through 6 sets of those teeth in her lifetime.
Okay, Bill, this is the tough part here. I'm going to have her shake some of that debris off her back.
Yeah, we got to get her stage presentation down. I think we're going to have Chacha clean some of that off of her. She's a mess. This is how she cleaned herself off. Here we go. World's better, Ed. That's okay, it makes a nice decoration. I think she's going to give us a little bow. And I think she's going to head off, too. Sometimes she doesn't like to leave stage. She doesn't have to compete with any of the other elephants for food. And so, hi, Carol.
That's mom.
She's also our slowest elephant. Yeah, Carol's nickname is Splash.
Can you see okay? Yeah.
You know, elephants can actually get up to about 4.5 miles an hour on the average, and they can even get up to 24 to 25 miles an hour in a burst. You wouldn't believe it, would you? Yeah, Carol hasn't read any of those statistics. You know, this is an elephant encounter. She knows we can't do the show without her, so she's going to take her time. And she's going to show us a little bit of strength here. This log weighs close to 300 pounds. Elephants have been prized because of their great strength in the logging industry. They can actually attach a harness to the elephants, and they use them to drag logs. Carol can probably drag about 5,000 pounds behind her. And because of their sure-footedness, they do a lot less damage to the surrounding area. They're the bulldozers and tractors of India. Now in India, they spend their whole lives with a personal trainer called a hoot. And they usually take them down to the river's edge at the end of the day and scrub them down with a coconut husk.
Carol, you know, actually, said that log was too heavy.
Log was too heavy, huh?
Yeah. So she said he wants something a lot lighter. We're going to go for this catch and stick.
Okay, we're going to have Carol play a little catch. Now, Ed was raised by elephants, that's how he was able to translate. We've seen some of these magazine covers. Boy raised by elephants. That was him. Well, she's going to show us a little coordination and dexterity with their trunk as well. You know, there's 100,000 muscles in that trunk. It's an extension of their upper lip and their nose. I think Ed's going to get her set for the big catch. You know, Ed, that's a lot of muscles, 100,000. You might want to have her loosen up a little.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, Carol, listen up, Carol.
I've never seen him do that.
And when she's ready, But it's Ed's fault if she misses. Ooh, there you go. And three. You redeemed yourself, Ed. Thought you'd been away on vacation too long.
I'm a little rusty here.
If you take a look at the end of her trunk, you'll notice a single little appendage. It's like a finger. They actually use that the same way we do by pressing that up against the flat side of their trunk to grasp things. The African elephant species up on the hill, they actually have two of those on opposing sides. She could uproot a one-ton tree out of the ground, or they can even turn pages in a book. It's so nimble. And I think Ed's going to send her off to the stump. You wouldn't know it just by looking at it, but elephants actually walk on their toes. Their weight is actually transferred to the front of their feet. They can crack their nails. So that's one of the other reasons we do need to do those elephant pedicures.
We'll be able to make all that work and tired her out, actually.
Tired her out, right?
Yeah, have her a little break.
Yeah, Carol's a union employee. Whenever she gets tired, it's her contract. And there's a social pecking order in their society. When an elephant lays down like this, they're actually very vulnerable, and another elephant could show up and try to hurt them and displace them from the rank in the herd. We live in a matriarchal society. Usually the herds are all related females. So Carol has to have a lot of trust in Ed if she's going to lay down for him like this. She must not know you very well, Ed. She does look pretty comfy. I don't think she wants to get up. She wants to lay there and have you keep throwing food to her. Who wouldn't, right? Yeah, elephants usually sleep no longer than 4 hours. You know, their massive body weight can actually cause damage to their internal organs. I don't think she'll be down later than about 4 o'clock. She'll probably be getting up right about then, doesn't she?
I think she's had enough break. You better get her back up then.
Alrighty, well, Ed's going to ask Carol to get back up. But we need you guys to help us persuade her. You know, that's 10,000 pounds. And what we need is as much energy and as much noise as you guys can help us out. You guys think you can help us out?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think, Ed?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You guys think you can help us out?
Oh, she's ready.
She's ready.
Here she goes.
Say goodbye to that. They eat about 250 to 300 pounds of food every day. They only digest about 40% of what they eat. Guess what 60% of our job is? You guessed it. Otherwise you wouldn't be laughing.
Well, I'm going to try one more sound, but she's got a mouthful. Let's see how she does.
Okay.
But I got to take this trunk up. Carol, though.
My blue handkerchief is missing. That's not it, is it?
So I had your initials on it. That's what that stands for.
Thanks, Ed. You can keep it.
All right, Carol.
Now it's trumpet time. I'm sure you all know what this sound is. But watch your eyes when she tries this. There we go. And one more honeydew from the road there. And I think Carol Carol's going to give us a little wave before she ends on here.
Wait for it, Dad.
Well, you know, folks, of all the animal species that inhabit our planet, very few capture our interest like the elephant does. And it'd be a shame if our future generations were not able to see them like we have today. So we do want to encourage you, once again, not to purchase any ivory if you are traveling abroad or any other endangered species products for that matter, and to help support any organization setting aside land flow. Now, just by being here today, your donations, your admission dollars, and for those of you who are members who help these endangered species and all the rest of them at the park and the zoo, and we do appreciate that. We hope you enjoyed the elephant encounter, and we hope you'll come.
You see it? Oh, look at that little one there.
Look at the little tiny one over there underneath the tree, even smaller than this. Okay. See that little tiny one back there underneath the wall? There you go, there's one back up under these things. Well, these are the wallabies, aren't they?
I think so.
Hey, Emma, when they look at me and the started.
Is that right?
It's
Do you? Hello. I'm.
Hold your head out. Hold your head out. Hold your head out. Come in out of your head. Hold your head
That old of a dress jacket?
You look like you're about to...
I got him.
They love each other.
These are the leaf cutter ants. Walking along the branch.
Aren't they neat?
See him going on.
Pray for all of you today, but don't get worried because we don't have a rabbit or a rodent or a bird. You see, we have prayed because from the first Americans, you and I, animals will always have an important part in the natural scheme of life. And hopefully with
Here's your one eye. Yeah. What, are you chopping him up? Oh boy.
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
I'm afraid of him, old house. I know, young man. We're all afraid of him. I'm not afraid of anything. Not even the cat. Anyway, very still now. No, I'm not. I'm afraid. Friends, listen to me. But how? I don't know, Wise Mouse, but we must find it again. Why does he always catch us, old mouse? That's a good question, old mouse. It's because we can't hear him. Why can't we hear him? It's because he's so quiet. Can't we make him noisy? He's sneaky. He never makes a sound. Can't we make him noisy? At first, ever my black that young mouse. Squeak, 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 squeak. Then Silly Mouse got an idea. Let's put a bell on the cat. A bell? Yes, a bell. And every time he moves, the bell will ring. He'll be noisy. And we'll hear him. Then we can run away. He'll never catch us. Squeak, squeak. Silly Mouse took a bow and said, "Thank you." It's a good plan, isn't it, old mouse? Yes, it's a fine plan. Don't you think so, Wise Mouse? Wise Mouse wasn't sure. He said, maybe not. Maybe not. Why not? A bell on the cat would be a good all in yellow. The wheat is red. The wheat is red. Who will cut this wheat? Then I will empty it. When the wheat was all cut, the Lord Rooster said, who will thresh this wheat? Not I. Meow, meow. Not I. Then I will empty it. When the wheat was all threshed, the Lord Rooster said, who will take this wheat to the middle? Not I. Meow, meow. Not I. Ruff, ruff. Then I emptied it. The little red rooster took the wheat to the mill and had it ground into flour. Who will make this flour into bread? Not I. Quack, quack. Not I. Meow, meow. Not I. Ruff, ruff. Then I will empty it. The Lord Rooster made it make the bread. Who will eat this bread? Oh, I will quack, quack. And I will meow. And I will ruff,